All right, it's Simply Bitcoin. We break down the news from Twitter, the daily fail, the meme review, the software releases, the websites by plebes or plebs. Joining us today is fellow Bitcoiner and pleb, and also a writer for Citadel 21, the Savage Bitcoiner interviews. I'm talking about Pirate Beachbum. But before we get him in on all the fun, we're going to go check out the numbers. Here we go. All right, we are currently at a block height of 680,064 current Bitcoin price, 54,070 chain rewrite days, climbing from yesterday, 658. Talk about a secure network. Total lightning capacity, 1,204.59. Bitcoin versus gold market cap, that's bad slip, 8.61%. And sats per dollar, we don't want that number climbing, but it is 1,849.
Man.
Feeling a bit of pain, my friend.
And boredom. Pain and boredom.
Pain and boredom.
That
not really pain, but more boredom.
Yeah, boredom. It's not really pain. It's cheaper sats. Cheaper sats. Oh, man. But yeah, you're completely right, Phil. I hope, you know that meme, Bitcoin do something? That's how we all feel at this point. But anyways, Phil, it's time for it.
The daily fail. All right, guys. Our fail today, okay, it's not actually at Crypto Shiro, but it's this whole Bitclout bullshit, right? This whole thing of, like, you know, influencers have their own coins. And, you know, I'm always curious about this kind of garbage. Because as much as I know that it's a scam, I like to at least try to inform myself. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so we're gonna post a link to this, this thread in the details of the show, so people could follow through. It is a pretty long thread, essentially about Bitclout. Okay, and this person did some digging. Okay, and essentially figured something out really interesting that Coffeezilla, a fellow YouTuber, did a video about this. Okay, and we're going to pull this up. And look, the video's 14 minutes, so we're not going to show you the whole thing. I started it at like 9 minutes. It goes into explain essentially how these people, like where does the value for these Bitclout tokens come from and all of this crap. Like this is a huge scam. Anyways, so here we go. We're going to play a little bit of this. Okay, guys?
Now, you might say, well, I don't know, it's a growth hack strategy, whatever. But there's an important problem. This lures in legitimate investors who think these crazy valuations are due to actual demand, who will then throw real money after fake money. This is the whole beautiful thing about crypto. Back in the day when people launched a company, guess who took the risk? The founder. The founder didn't cash out till an IPO. There's some kind of an exit event. But until then, they're taking all the risk. Crypto, some of these projects have managed to figure out how to put all the risk on you. The guy, Diamond Hands, or Nader Theory as we think he is, does he take a loss, the creator? No, he walks away with a $200 million bag after failing. What happens to your money? Because you're expected to buy in with real Bitcoin. So even if it fails, you take the loss, not the founders, right? And the point is, they're no worse for the wear. Yeah, maybe you lost some money, but did they? So let's just try to run back a brief conclusion of this whole platform, this whole social media experiment that says it's just coins and code. Remember from the white paper, guys, last episode? It's just coins and code. Here's how it worked. They got a bunch of famous people who are kind of known in the investing crypto space. I don't know how they got them involved. I don't know how much these people knew ahead of time. Full disclosure, they could have had no idea what was going on. They could have had a lot of idea. Okay. But they go, hey, you want to be involved in this thing? We'll give you a huge chunk of the currency. And we'll pre-mine 42% of it. We're not going to tell anybody what we're going to do with that. Then what we're going to do, we're going to take all the popular creators on Twitter. We're going to steal their identity, upload them to our platform, preload them with a bunch of fake money. And we're going to artificially set their creator value at like this huge inflated price. So that when these people go look, they go, wow, this is a big platform with a lot of creators. By the way, a lot of the Genesis mining guys, you tell...
Okay. So look, guys, I know, like, we're totally getting sucked in. I totally love Coffeezilla. I think he's awesome. Okay, like, check him out. Great YouTuber, always debunking scams. But like this Bitclout thing, like, this is a huge scam. And if you think that buying these creator tokens, these influencer tokens are going to get you anywhere, like, this is complete garbage. Okay, so anyways, I think like, yeah, that's Coffeezilla is covering it pretty well, and it's really crazy because essentially it's totally like, it's just washing funds. Like they're throwing in, it's exactly what he said, people are throwing in good money after fake money.
Yeah, did you notice what he said, Phil? I look, so at first I got kind of mad because I felt like he grouped together Bitcoin with crypto, but he called Bitcoin real. That's literally what he said. And and man, okay, so shout out to Coffeezilla. I think he did a great job. And man, it's just another, I saw that and I'm like, yeah, he gets it. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate that these shitcoin creators just keep getting more and more ingenious with their plots to try to take away your Bitcoin. Everyone wants your Bitcoin, right? Yeah. So it's just, shout out to Coffeezilla for exposing the scam. But of course, I can't wait to get Pirate's thoughts on this.
I just can't even believe this is a fucking thing. I was watching it and I expected to be pissed off at Coffeezilla, but I was like, yeah, he fucking knows what's up. Like, and the sad thing is that people actually think there's fucking value here. I mean, and like, I'm kind of shocked in a way, but like, I'm not shocked. And it's just amazing that people will fucking waste their money on this fucking bullshit. It's like, it pisses me off. It makes me want to fucking choke somebody, to be honest.
Of course. Can you imagine selling your gorgeous corn? Your beautiful corn, right? That there's only ever going to be 21 million of. And buying a Shema token, dude. What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't think this is, like, I think most, like, plebs, Bitcoiners, and just, like, older Bitcoiners aren't going to do that. But newcomers who, like, with this NFT shit, like, what is this? This is just a fucking another rainbow turd. You know what I mean? Like, here you go. This one's got fucking glitter on it. You know what I mean? It's just really, it's pathetic, man.
It's pathetic, and I guess they're just gonna have to pay their price of tuition, like all of us, man. And hopefully some of them, a small percentage of them, end up in Bitcoin, and they found the sounder money, man. It's just, it's a shitcoin casino. That's the way it is. But Phil, or is that? I don't even know if that's a platform, a shitcoin platform. I don't even know what to call it at this point.
Yeah, I seriously.
I honestly hope that the people that are involved in it, like the whatever the influence, whatever the fucking people are that are also in on it, I hope they're liable for it. Because if you remember, like Floyd Mayweather and a few people that like sponsored ICOs back in the day, they got fined for that shit. So I hope these motherfuckers choke on that fine, because this is bullshit.
I agree. But like, if you look at the BitConnect guys, they disappeared.
Yep.
Well, one of them's fucking wife disappeared too, right? Yeah, like literally, like, so yeah, there's some nefarious shit going on there. I definitely wouldn't want to be those guys.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of dirty money there, but anyways.
Stay away from shitcoins.
Shitconnect.
I know nothing.
Shitconnect. Okay. Anyways, Phil, it's time for
the daily meme review.
All right, everybody. The meme for today is brought to us by a plebe. You can go follow him at Bitcoin_Ator. Anyways, let's check out the meme. Hey, yeah, what Phil said. Anyways, Dennis Parker came out with this awesome tweet. I mean, it's a tweet. After a Bitcoin crackdown, China now calls it an investment alternative and a significant shift in tone. We reported that earlier on this week, but check out the meme. The United States, China battling out, and the background, the Bitcoin plebe. Awesome meme. Man, when I saw that the first time, I laughed, and I'm seeing it the second time now, and I'm laughing. And because of that, I'm going to give it a solder. But not only is it a solder, it's the best solder. And it's not a coincidence I'm giving this today after the Trident case yesterday that isn't finished. This is my way of pressuring Phil into teaching me how to solder. Anyways, Phil, what are you going to give it?
I sent you a YouTube video. Okay, so is that guy holding a pipe?
Yeah, he's smoking a ball.
I just wanted to make sure I understood. Okay, perfect. Anyways, yeah, totally great meme. Hit it right out of the park. I think it's hilarious. And it's true. In most world events right now, everybody's freaking out and the Bitcoiners are just standing on the sidelines, laughing it up, just kind of watching the show. And for that, I'm going to give it a healthy glass of water.
Ooh. Glass of water. And a glass of water and a solder. What about you, Pirate Beachbum.
Well, being that it was 420 yesterday, I'm going to give him a hand-blown glass, whatever you want to call him, a chillum from Humboldt from some dirty-ass hippies, because that's all it deserves.
Wow. Okay. It'll be interesting editing tomorrow, but yeah, that was a great score.
Try to find that.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. But a glass of water, solder, the Phil's gonna teach me, and a hippie glass blown
pipe.
Pipe. Ah!
Don't you know what a chillum is, man?
No, but I'm gonna find out tomorrow when I look up the image of what it is.
A chillum is
old.
like.
Pirate, we're old because we know what that is.
It's hand blown by some dirty ass hippies. Don't forget that part.
Okay,
hand blown pipe.
Man. Hand blown pipe. Okay.
And it's like a straight shot pipe.
By some dirty ass hippies.
By some dirty ass hippies.
Because they make the best pipes.
Because they make the. Okay. Anyways, it's time for
the Daily News, sponsored by
Crypto Cloaks.
All right, everybody, the news for today. Check this out. Look, another idiotic move by a government agency, dumping Bitcoin. Why would they do that? Look, dumping Bitcoin for the money that they create.
The money they know is fake.
They create it, but they want more. Okay, anyways, check this out. The U.S. General Service Administration plans to auction off 9.5 Bitcoin. At current prices, that's worth around $530,000. Right, so it's not a lot of Bitcoin relative to what the government has held in the past. But check out how sketchy this is, right? The devil's in the details. The GSA has declined to reveal how it obtained the cryptocurrency, citing privacy concerns. A government agency is citing privacy concerns? But wait, there's more. But wait. They want you to do KYC, though. You know? Rules for thee, but not for me. Phil?
I mean, you just said it right there. That is so hypocritical. I mean, it's just unbelievable, you know? And obviously it's a total fail that they're getting rid of it. You know, they should be hanging on to it. It's completely, you know the money is fake. You know the money is garbage. You know that it comes out of thin air. Why wouldn't you actually hang on to the real scarce asset? They're freaking fools.
Man. Hey, it's what you said. It's what you said, Phil. Sorry, Pirate, to cut you off, but you said it the other day so well. If the government was a stock, no one would buy it. Anyways, I just wanted to say that because it's a good point for Phil. Pirate, what were you going to say before I cut you off?
Let me put my tinfoil hat on. This just sounds like bullshit. It sounds like some type of fucking psyop, dude. Like they're gonna fucking try and figure out who wants this Bitcoin. They're gonna track it. They're gonna freaking dude. This just smells like utter bullshit to me, to be honest. Like fucking 9 Bitcoin, that's a joke, dude. Like, I mean, it's not a joke. It's a small stack, but like, why would you spend this much time like to put out a press release and to like go through all of this? Like, it just seems like there's something more nefarious going on. But then again, you never know. It could be just what it is. But I personally wouldn't trust it. I would rather buy KYC AML fucking Bitcoin than buy that Bitcoin.
Yeah, you don't know, man. I completely agree. It's so sketchy, and later they'll freeze it. They'll be like, "Hey, this came from."
That's got a special layer of KYC built into it.
Yeah, man. Oh, okay. Anyways, so check this out, man. The main topic that we wanted to cover today, it's what is a pleb. And I think these threads kind of explain exactly what the situation is here, right? Michael Krieger essentially was just, I guess, responding to someone just trolling him. That person obviously got suspended. But just to read some of his quotes, stop trying to start stuff. Nobody's falling for anything because I have no agenda other than to connect with plebs, actively doing this every day and have fun. I think a lot of us do that. And then someone asked, what's the definition of a Bitcoin pleb? I think the first part is really important. Obviously, there's no official definition. I think the common understanding is low follower count and on shitposter. But to me, it's a mindset, an energy, an ethos, and an attitude that transcends superficial definitions. That's a beautiful way of describing it. And man, look, plebs aren't always liked. If you look at this thread also by Cobra Bitcoin, it's weird because, anyways, I'm not going to comment on that, but check this out. This guy has been abusing me too. Of course, sounds like a pleb. just randomly attacking me out of nowhere. I mean, I guess that's the way he sees it. And look at Pedro. He is part of a wider pleb culture prop. A pleb culture prop? What the F is wrong with you, dude? Anyways, where harassment and abuse has been normalized. See, it's not harassment or abusement. Toxicity saves you money, right? If you listen to the plebs, not only will you own more Bitcoin, you'll save a fuck ton of money not buying shit coins, right? So if you want to call that toxicity, suck a dick, Pedro. To you, man. Calling us fucking... Anyways, Phil.
Wow. I mean, I don't even... Okay, so look, like, let's go back to it. I think that Michael Krieger hit the nail on the head. With his explanation of the pleb, it's a mindset. It's, it transcends, I guess you'd say the material space, right? It's your philosophy. It's just the way that you go about life. I don't think your follower count or anything like that really has anything to do with it. But yeah, of course, unfortunately you do get into the territory of blue check marks, and I have yet to see them display any plebness at all in any way, shape, or form. But, Pedro's had this strange attack, right? Because he wants the respect of the Bitcoiners and the plebs, and he wants their attention, but yet, he calls us out as being, as being bullies and, being mean, or, like, going back to your point, Nico, like, toxicity it saves people money, it saves them time, it saves them energy. You're not going to get screwed with all of these shit coins. You're not going to get mind-fucked with all these ridiculous stories that make no sense whatsoever, okay, for a base layer of money at all. So, yeah, you know what? We're not going to apologize for that.
Yeah, fuck that, man. Man, pirate.
Number one, all right. A pleb is just an average person. It's kind of like, you see all these people jockeying for fucking attention on Bitcoin Twitter, trying to be somebody. A pleb is just here. Like, we're here to learn. We're here to try to filter the noise and to figure out what's real and what's not. And your pleb network is a very strong network. And sorry, but fake ass motherfuckers like Pedro and Cobra. I mean, look at those fucking accounts, dude. Like, Cobra's a fucking douchebag. Like, that guy is a notorious fucking little douchebag. And Pedro is a total fucking douchebag as well. I mean, that dude literally came at me and called me a pussy, and I just didn't buy it because that's what he does. He likes to sit there and agitate and poke people. And that thread that you showed was between him and Dieter. And the fact is Dieter doesn't play, dude. Like, if you're going to fuck with Dieter, dude, he's going to punch you in the nuts and fucking rip him off and hand him to you and shove him in your fucking mouth. And if you don't like it, then you probably should not be a guy who tries to be the center of attention all the time, right? Like, I mean, and the guy's a fucking pussy. Like, he literally this is what he does for a living. He gets on Twitter and he picks these fights, and then like somebody claps back, and then he's like, oh, look at these guys, they're just so toxic and mean. And then like his 5 fanboys that like chime in are the people who come in and defend him. And it's like, if you notice, his circle is getting less and less because more people, like, what I notice is more legit people. And Michael Krieger, he's a great dude. He's a friend of mine. And like, I mean, he sees right through the guy. Like, I mean, like, it's so easy for people to come in and just see phony and just see something and there's something weird going on there too, because if you notice, like, how come all these fucking Bitcoin businesses are so friendly to this guy? Like, I don't get that. Like, are they just like complicit with the fact that people do not like him? Or do they think like that's going to help their product sell? Because to me, like, the way I look at it is, if you're going to fucking associate with that guy, if you're going to be some podcaster or some fucking whoever and warm up to that guy, to me, like, I've got to question you and question your credibility and what are you in this for? And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If you don't like my opinion, like, I don't fucking care. I'm not here to sell anything, but I watch this shit show go on and I'm just tired of it. Like, plebes, this is what a plebe is, or a pleb is. A plebe does not give a fuck. And I really could give no fucks what Pedro thinks of me, Cobra thinks of me, or any of these motherfuckers. Because at the end of the day, in 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, most of these people aren't even going to be here. So they can fuck off. And you know what? plebs will still be here, because the plebs that I fucking was here fighting with it back in 2017 are still here. Some of you are my best friends, you guys included. Dieter, definitely one of them. Bart was there. Stoney was there. There's so many people that were there fighting, and so to me, like a pleb, and when we say fighting, we're fighting the fucking circle jerk and the bullshit of information that comes through. And as plebs, as the pleb network is growing, it's becoming more like the filter's getting better. And so what's happening is the people who are on the influencer side or whatever, they're starting to realize that their bullshit isn't flying. And so what they do is they get upset with us and they try to undermine us and call us crazy and toxic. But at the end of the day, its reality is the walls are closing in on these motherfuckers. And they're the real ones who are legit people. Those are the ones that are going to still be around. But these other fucking idiots, they're only going to be around as long as these Bitcoin companies keep, supporting them. So don't support the Bitcoin companies that support these motherfuckers.
Man, Pirate, I think you said it perfectly. Bitcoin, I think it's unique to Bitcoin. It gives people the ability to just say fuck you. And man, I see the plebs as like this decentralized immune system on Twitter that's just going after bullshit. Like, it calls out the bullshit in such an effective, ruthless, relentless manner. It's amazing to see. It's not controlled by, it's like Bitcoin. It's completely decentralized. It's beautiful.
The one thing I do want to say though, like, it's like everyone thinks plebs are against all influencers or any Bitcoin business. That's not true at all. Like, I support so many cool podcasts from like people that are like totally immersed in the ecosystem, doing great things. I may not agree with everything that they do, but I'm not shitting on them. It's only the phonies. It's only the ones that like really raise the red flags. And if you notice, it's always the same people raising these red flags. And what I get annoyed at is when you clap back at them, all of a sudden, some of these other people that maybe you like and you respect because maybe they're immersed in the ecosystem, as they're a developer or whatever, they'll clap back at you defending their friend. Like, fuck them, fuck all of them, and speak your fucking mind. Don't let anyone. If you see someone being a punk, then call it out, because I guarantee you, the person that's covering for that person is either covering for them or they don't see it. And this is what we need. We need this accountability. This will clean shit up, because I feel like there are powers, or whatever you want to call it, forces that are trying to control this narrative and trying to tell us what Bitcoin is. Oh, and you hear them all, and they'll talk in their fucking techno babble, and you know what, they sound legit, and most people just don't have the energy or the time to like really like get into it with these people. Because they basically make you look like a fucking idiot. And to me, what I have to say is, fuck you. I don't care. You know what? You work for me. Keep coding, keep building shit, keep building the ecosystem, and make me fucking rich. That's what I got to say. Because at the end of the day, I will give you respect, but never fucking talk down to anybody. And I see these motherfuckers talking down to people. Plebs are just regular people. They're people who work fucking hard jobs. They're people who maybe sold a company. They're people who are raising a family. It's a multi-diverse group of every type of human that is just here to try and get to the real truth. And if you're going to fucking sit there and say that's toxic, there's something wrong with that, because this group has deemed you as a fucking bad actor, fuck you. That's what I got to say. And more people just need to say, fuck you.
Boom. And and you see this with the PhDs, you see this with the economists, you see this whatever. They come into the Bitcoin space and they think that their fucking degree or their job or their whatever means anything to us. And bro, it's exactly what you said. They meet a very harsh reality check. It's like, listen, you're like everybody else here, okay? Like, that's the way it is, right? And if you don't play by those rules, right? Man, we're gonna chew you up, and you're gonna block all of us.
Isn't that what being self-sovereign means?
Hell
it
yeah.
means that like I'm an independent country, and I have the ability to make my own fucking my own fucking thoughts, my own ideas, my own opinions. And if you don't like them, you're totally welcome to that. But don't ever fucking tell me that my opinion doesn't matter because you fucking know what the hash rate or whatever is. I don't give a fuck about you. I do give a fuck about my people that are respectful, but when people are disrespectful, I don't care what it is. It could be tiddlywinks. It could be fucking, whatever. I'm going to tell you to fuck off. But in Bitcoin, when it's somebody who I feel is like trying to control the narrative and like, you know, pushing fucking noobs into BlockFi and fucking showing off their fucking fluorescent fucking whatever, you know, James Bond car. Like, dude, I'm sorry, but that is as fucking weak and pathetic. And like, it doesn't even impress me. If anything, you just paint a big fucking rainbow target on yourself and you deserve to get punched.
Yeah, the most hilarious thing about that pirate was he's like, look, this is my car and I'm using my BlockFi payments to pay for it. And then 2 days later, BlockFi puts down the payments to 2%. It was hilarious. It was like, you couldn't have planned it. You couldn't have, it was like perfect. It was like cosmic justice. Phil, do you have any closing thoughts?
Oh my God. No, I mean, I actually spoke before Pirate did. But so I gave all of my points about the plebs before. But yeah, man, Pirate just said it so well and so elegantly at the end of the day, right? We're just a sovereign. We are sovereign entities. Right? This is the whole point about being a sovereign individual. This is why Bitcoin, because at the end, right? Like, fuck all our narratives. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It just matters whether you have more corn than the day before. That's all that matters.
One thing I want to just say,
of course,
there is no fucking king of the plebs. Like, I think the worst thing about the whole pleb thing is the attention that's come to me from it. I don't do really well with that, to be honest. I actually fucking hate it. But like, I do like to see a bunch of like people just gathering together and being grassroots and just realizing their strength in the numbers of just being a pleb and just being somebody who realizes that they can reach out to other plebs and realize that, there is a little support system and, we all kind of vouch for each other. So, not all plebs are equal. There's no card for being a pleb or whatever. It's just kind of just real people who are just trying to fucking figure it out and not get burned. And that's what plebs are.
It's one of those things that it's easier to see than to define, right? And I think that pleb, like just being a pleb in general, like fits into that category, right? Because it's like, it encompasses so many people. But yeah, man, I absolutely love that pirate. That was awesome. Phil, there was a software release today. Why don't you tell everybody about it?
Software releases. All right, we've got myNode version 2.30 that was released, which means I need to update as well. And that is down below in the show notes.
Awesome. Thank you, Phil. All right, guys, that was our show. But before we go, I want to give a shout out to our awesome guests. At Pirate Beachbum, go follow him on Twitter. He has some awesome, dope content, man. It's amazing. And definitely go check out his writing at hackernoon.com. I'll put the link down in the description. And if you're reading Citadel 21, definitely keep an eye out for the Savage Bitcoin interviews. Those are some of my favorite. And of course, guys, you know what to do. If you enjoyed the show, smash that like button. Smash it. Yeah, smash it. And of course, if you want to continue hearing the news from the Bitcoin Pleb perspective and the catastrophic fails, definitely consider subscribing. And we will see you on the next episode of Simply Bitcoin.
Peace.